You need to let my brothers and sisters go. Let them go. Let them be free. Let them give back our ancient artifacts. That's all we're asking. Give it back, the land. Give it back. Give it all back. Because the more you keep ignoring this, or keep straying away, is the more that you're gonna find yourself in a huge predicament with the celestial family, and you don't want that. That's why you fear that's why you fear celestial family, the Nomotitiani, the Anui, which is the Anunnaki. That's the reason why you fear them. Instead of putting yourself in a heavy level of fear, respect the divine order and realize that if you settle for Nibiru, then you're gonna find yourself find yourself awakened and receive consciousness. That's why it was made. That's why Nibiru was designed. Nibiru was designed to bring balance to the universe, to galaxies, and also bring balance to all beings, no matter they don't have a soul. Please don't settle for what beings in the higher realms that are in, I can say that also the dark realms, what they would do to you based upon the lack of trying to live in love and just surrendering. Because now's the time to surrender everything. I'm saying this with love. Because I came back to love. I came back to love. That's what Dr. Blair said. Dr. Blair said that the indigos, the crystals and rainbow children were to come back and bring love to the planet. And be guardians. To bring back nature to assist Terrestas. Terrestas is crying. Terrestas is crying. And if you don't care, then so be it. If you desire soul so much, you would do the right thing. And family, I know that was a lot of information, and I wasn't wholly speaking to you, but it's things that I experienced along my journey, and connections to the Creator, where is one of the reasons why I've been gone for so long, because the power of the Creator is so strong. And that from within, I learned that truly from within, the Creator can speak rainbows. And that basically with those rainbows are truths. And when you speak truths, you reverse the spells. You reverse the spells. And that's really what it's all about. The more you start living in truth, the more you represent your truth, is when you'll be one with the Creator. Connecting to yourself in a truthful way, being honest to yourself, having integrity, and not escaping, not having fear. And yes, it's okay to fear. And I just want to let you know that this is all that's been happening. It has been happening based on a lack of connecting to the Creator. That's really the reason for all of our issues in the universe. And the blessing is, and the great blessing is that we have a celestial family, right, that has been caring for us, and that they are also our ancestors. And they've been going through a lot of pain, trying to go back and forth through time, trying to make it right for us, trying to protect us every night when we go to sleep, trying to wake us up every single day. And they cry for us because they know that we are the key. The human race is the key to all peace in the universe. is the truth. See, in our DNA, we have 24 strands of celestial DNA in us from other beings. And that the reason why the Dragons fear us and reason why they've done so much to us is because they fear that the things that our ancestors did had to do but to them back then to keep them in prison, that we're going to end up doing the same thing to them again when we connect to nature. And once we connect to nature, we will use nature in the way of a force to rid evil. That's the truth. That's metaphysics. That's the reason why our ancestors, they didn't have to build up all these buildings. They didn't have to do none of that because they knew the connection that they had, and it was something powerful. That they used different forms of spirituality to confront evil itself. And that's what the Celestial family taught us. The Nomo Titiani, the Anui. And so it's all about truth. I'm not telling you to convert. I'm not telling you to do that, but the real angels that they talk about in the Bible are them. The real angels are the beings of sunlight, right, that's beaming on me. It's different forms of angels, you see? And that we have an opportunity to be able to go transfer into a celestial body like they do, or go back to that body, you see? This may be only a piece of us. And I want to let you know now is that this video was meant to take away, and love was meant to take away all the mental stress you're going through and all of the confusion, because the Dragons, they desire love deep down. They desire to be loved. They desire to connect back to the Creator again. But when you live in fear for so long, hate for so long, be bound to the fourth dimension so long, be bound to darkness for so long, what do you start? And even you start not being natural. You start not having peace. And you start becoming something that is not in resonance to what the universal prime creator sees. So that's why it is. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: there was no coincidence why Dr. Blair passed away. But yes, I agree. He may not be gone. I don't know until I actually know and see him, or when I connect to him 100, like to infinite percentage. And he's not gone because I feel like he's been here for me all this time, protecting me with my ancestors. And I just had to make this video. I just had to. And we have to realize the big picture. We are the human race. And my melanin deficient brothers and sisters, and that's the correct term I can only give. You have melanin dominant and melanin deficient. You are able to gain more melanin in this physical life only if you connect to nature infinitely. If that's what you desire. If you don't desire melanin, then that's fine. That's okay. But all I'm telling you is that if you are living in jealousy of people that look like me, envy that look like people that are, if you be in envy of people that look like me, then that just means that you may not love yourself, and that there's been a program that's been instilled in you since the very beginning, ever since your ancestor at the time looked upon someone like me. So realize this is that the truth shall come, and that with this truth shall be radical action, and that we should live free, and we should live based on divine order. And Trust me, the celestial family, they know exactly what you're doing every day. And if you are doing in service to others and bringing love, then you have put yourself in the place where you are going to be in a great place after this incarnation. So don't listen to other brothers and sisters that say that you're not worthy, or that you are not a part of the chosen people. We are all chosen people. We are all chosen people of the Creator. It is not based on the physical. It is based on the soul. So if you are connected to your soul, if you are connected to your actual being, you're able to free yourself from this bondage. That's the truth. So I know it's been a big video I did, but I had to say these things because it is time to let all this go, and to come together as one and realize that if someone is speaking a truth that you don't like, that you don't agree with, then that's okay if you don't agree with everything, because I don't agree with everything. I just found a way to put the pieces to the puzzle together, because there's no coincidence that constantly that people that don't do anything to anybody, that there's always harm to them, and that there's also harm to people that go out and give the truth that you don't expect them to, but they do it. And so I just want to let you know that this is the truth, and that at the end of the day, we are all celestial beings. At some point or another, there was a time, if we existed from the very beginning of the universe, then that meant that at some time you were in a spaceship with me, or with another being, a part of the family. But then something went wrong. And then you had to do it. You had to go through a disciplinary issue with the Creator. Like I said before, I'm only a messenger. Nothing more and nothing less. I'm just doing this based on the service of the Creator, because the Creator, through my spiritual connection, has told me to do so, and has given me the strength, the heart, to do so. So if you're all about justice, truth, respect, honor, then you will make the right decision. I love you infinitely, and I want to say is that to always live within the caduceus. Always live within the caduceus. It would never, ever, ever, ever lead you wrong when you live based on what's within at all times. Total Flash 2.0 here, back again. Peace.